I'm going to go ahead and start with our first guest. We have today with us, we have Aaron Williams and Franklin Jones from Cash for Cars. And so I'm going to go ahead and let Aaron introduce himself, talk a little bit about his company, and how he can give you a great deal on a car. Hey, thanks for coming on, Aaron.
Yeah,
really
thanks,
appreciate
George,
it.
for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity. Yeah, so what we do here, me and my
Let me have
partner,
you come a little closer to the mic so they can hear you real well.
So yeah, what we do here is me and my partner Frank, we buy all of our cars from an auction, and what we do is we resell them to the community at a great price. We don't believe in that you should have to stress over a car payment, you know. So what we do is we put them at a reasonable price where everybody can afford our cars.
Awesome. So you literally go out to the auction. Now, if someone's looking for a specific type of car, can they tell you ahead of time?
Yeah.
And you can look for that while you're at the auction?
Yeah, most definitely. If you tell us ahead of time, we have business cards. If you get a hold of us and you let us know, we'll keep you in mind. And if we see something, we come by something that we know you would like and that you want it, we definitely will pick it up.
Awesome. So when you go and let's say you found a car and you bought the car at the auction, then what happens there before you sell it?
So before we resell the cars, we have protocols we go by. We take them, we make sure they pass smog. All our cars come with a certificate stating that it passed smog.
Okay, that's really important.
We also get a brake and lamp inspection, so to make sure all your lights work, your brakes are working properly. And if the AC doesn't work, we usually try to make sure the AC is fixed and the heater, anything to make the car more comfortable for you.
Oh yeah, Central Valley, you have to have AC, and so that's really important because that's what a dealership would be doing, is they would be doing an inspection and make sure that it's functioning well before someone purchases. So it's great to hear that. What are some of the give me an example of some of the deals that you found and pass that on to the consumer?
So right now, as today, right before we came to this show, we actually let a car go for $1,250, and it was a 2004 Chevy Classic. It's a real good car. It had about 150,000 miles, ran really smooth on the freeway. The alignment's perfect. You let go of the wheel, it stayed straight. And yeah, we let it go for $1,250. That's the deal that you can't beat. Right?
Oh yeah, because on a lot that would be $4,000 or $5,000 car,
yeah,
right?
Easily.
Okay, great. Now tell me some of the great finds, because I know I've been to auctions before. We talked about this before, and sometimes you hit a gold mine, and then sometimes you buy something and you're like, okay, I lost today. You know, it's a hit and miss deal.
And don't get me wrong, any cars that we come by, and we like you said, you do lose sometime. We don't put those cars out. We'll go sell them to the junkyard before we sell them to the community, because we don't want our business to look bad anyway, you know.
Okay, so that's really reassuring. So you check it out, and if you think, okay, this is not a car that someone should be driving around in, then you just send it back basically and go.
Right.
So what you're doing in essence is you're doing the work for the consumer. You're going out and you're finding them a sound, solid car at a reasonable price. And then they're not having to finance.
Correct.
Okay, that's a great. I might have you find me a car.
And to answer your question that you asked us earlier, we actually came across a 2004 Audi A6, and that was our best find we had so far. And yeah, it went right away.
Oh, I imagine so. Those are not. What did that end up selling for?
We sold that one for $3,000. Huh? We sold that for $3,000. Yeah,
okay.
That's a Audi. It's a A6. It's a European car. You know, it's foreign. So.
Oh yeah.
Like, we as long as we can make our set little money, our thing is really to make the community have a car that they can afford. You know.
Oh yeah. And, you know, no matter what business you're in, I own businesses. You have to make a profit. Yeah. But you don't have to make an enormous profit, and it's always great when you're making a profit and you're doing something for the community at the same time. You're enriching the community at the same time. So you're making a profit, but you're providing a service that they wouldn't otherwise have. Now, one of the cars that I really like, and my wife thinks that I'm probably, regressing or having a midlife crisis, but I really like those 350Zs.
The Nissan?
Yeah. Are those a good car, or are they not a good car?
That's funny because my grandpa actually likes that car. And yeah, those are pretty good cars. Any car that's a Nissan is really good.
Okay, because I was looking at just getting one of those to put around in, because they're getting cheaper now, the 350, since they went to the 370. Do you ever see those in the auction?
Sometimes it takes a little more down to get one of those cars, but yeah, definitely we see a lot of cars there.
Yeah, because I used to have a BMW 6 Series. I don't know if you're familiar. Yeah, but the repairs were too much. I had to let that go. Because every time you pull into the BMW dealership, it was $1,800 to do anything. Or like, oh, we're going to open the hood, that would be $1,800. I was like, okay, I can't afford this.
Since we mainly try to stick to more cars of the make of like Chevys and stuff that's easier for the consumer to fix if anything was to happen, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if I have a Chevy, like the Chevy Classic I sold today, if it has a problem where something goes wrong, you can easily take it to the shop or find somebody that can do it and fix on it for you without the expensive prices. Everything for that car they sell at AutoZone. So
Awesome,
yeah,
awesome.
we try to stick to those makes and models, Chevys, Fords, and then
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. And then you'll be able to get them at a reasonable price, and you're providing that service like we said. You see many Hondas, Toyotas?
Hondas a lot. Yeah.
You see a lot of Hondas? Okay, I've owned several Hondas. That's the only car I owned that's ever got broke into, though. Everybody was always trying to steal my Hondas, and so nobody wants my old Cadillac now, but they always wanted my Hondas. If somebody wants to get a hold of you guys and they want to get a car, or they just want to learn more about your company, before we do that, this gentleman has a sign. Franklin's going to go ahead and push that closer to the screen there. Let me see this. Let's get this right up here. Let's close in on this. There we go. All right. All right. There we go. We got almost billboard size now. All right. So that's their sign. But if they want to get a hold of you guys, how do they do that? Phone numbers, emails?
We actually have business cards, and we have our phone number, and usually they'll contact us by phone. We also advertise on Craigslist and OfferUp, an app that came out, and LetGo. So.
Okay, so the phone number we have on the screen is the best way to get a hold of you?
Yes, that's the best way possible to get a hold of us.
Okay, folks, if you need a car, or you need an inexpensive car to get you from point A to point B, and you're looking for a great price point, here's where you need to go. You need to get a hold of these guys. Oh, you got...
Yeah, we prefer text because we don't miss. Text is something you can't miss, So if I miss, I can see it, okay, text, and I'll call you back and make sure.
Okay, so if you're looking for a car, text Aaron, let him know what you're looking for. He'll get back to you as soon as possible. If he doesn't have it, he can start looking for it for you and get you squared away. This is a great service that they're providing here in the community, and you need something to roll around in, get a hold of these guys. Thanks a lot. We got to cut to a commercial, but we'll be right back.
Central Valley.